that really, I think, applies to most people when they approach prayer. And then for how to apply this to yourself, do the right orthodox thing and go to your priest and receive counsel and guidance. So with this first installment, I suppose, let's talk about the practice of prayer itself, what it is and how we try to approach it. Prayer, and perhaps this is the most important thing I might say today, prayer is not a conversation with God. I hear this a lot. And it's an understandable definition of prayer, certainly. And I certainly don't want to suggest that prayer does not involve a conversation with God. It absolutely does. But that is not the depth of prayer to which we aim as Christians. As Orthodox peoples, we strive to commune with God. And to commune with God, to be in His presence and share in His being through His grace, through the divine energies, as some of the later fathers focus on it. To do this is something that, yes, involves our speech, our words, the cries of our hearts, but these are involved in a spiritual ascent that leads beyond them to that higher good, which is simply to commune in God's presence, to be with Him and He with us, to share our life with Him and to receive through grace the life that He bestows on us. That communion in God is what prayer fundamentally at its deepest level is and is meant to be. And the different types and practices of prayer in which we engage as Orthodox Christians are all designed in their own way to lead us into that depth of communion with the living God. Because we are not creatures that simply respond only to one tug or pull by divine guidance. We are creatures that are complex, especially we have made ourselves even more complex in our sinfulness. And so there are many aspects of who we are and how we live that need to be reshaped, realigned, so that our life becomes less focused on our own individualistic and individualizing existence, and is brought back into the communion with the God who, of course, has never left us. He's always here. But we leave Him, or at least perhaps better to say we turn our backs on Him. We stop to see Him, to sense His presence, and actively to live in that communion with Him. This is the result of our sinfulness, our rebelliousness, our forgetfulness, our laziness,